So, as you can see, I'm Viviana Paez. I'm a news anchor in Channel 19 Univision, Spanish, obviously, as you saw the news report. And my message for you today is, I'm in this country, my first language is Spanish. I came to this country to study communications from Colombia. So when I got to the United States, and I remember I was my first year in college, and I saw the professors talking in English. I didn't understand. I could tell you, like 90% I didn't understand. So of course, I had to study more every single day instead of, studying for a test a couple of hours or 2 days. I would need to study like 5 or 10 days because I would need to use my dictionary. Okay, this word is in English. What does that mean in Spanish? Which was my first language. So at that time, I always wanted to be a journalist. As you may notice, I love to talk. I love communicating with people. I love to find out how can I help you? How can I make your life better? How to educate you about voting, about education, about all the issues that affect us. So during my undergrad years, I studied just to get B's or C's plus. I wasn't an A student. It was hard at times. When I finished my 4 years, I was like, I think I'm not gonna make it in journalism in the US with my English, my Spanish. I thought I couldn't make it. But it is important for the parents who are here. If it wasn't because of my mom, which she's here, my mom, my precious Bella, my daughter, 5-year-old, I wouldn't be here standing in this stage with you. We need to support our children. We need to support our daughters, our sons. Why? Because some instances in life, like Thomas was saying, sometimes we doubt. We are like, I don't know if we can really make it or if this is gonna work. So what did I did? I was having doubts. I went to do my master's degree. I was like, I don't feel ready. Let me do a master's to know more about broadcast journalism. During my master, then I did the internship. So when they asked me, like students, how do you got in the TV industry, a very competitive industry? It was because of the internships. So when you get to high school, and if you have the chance to do internships where you want to work, that will be my best message for you, my best tip for you. Do internships where you want to be working on. Also, let me tell you how I got into the TV industry. I was doing my internship in Channel 23. I started in Miami, Florida, in Univision. So I was doing my internship from Colombia. I went to Florida, where I started my undergrad. I went to Univision and did an internship. While I was doing the internship, I saw a meteorologist who was doing the casting to be the weather anchor. So I saw her. She didn't do good. She blanked out when they were telling her, okay, 3, 2, 1, the weather segment. She blanked out. She was like, I'm not ready for this. I cannot do this. In the meantime, I was sitting in front of a computer because I was an intern, and I was seeing her. I was like, I think I could do that. I think I just memorized the information. I just then study about the weather, and I think I could do it. I can talk, so I think I could do it. So I went to the news director, which I was an intern. So I went to the news director, I knocked on her door. She was like, what do you want? I was like, oh my God, what do I want? I was like, I think I could do what she was doing. She was like, huh? What? I'm like, I think if you give me a chance, I will prepare myself with the meteorologist here in the news station. I will learn about the weather, and then you can do me a casting to see if I could do this work. She just laughed. I remember that day. She laughed in my face. She was like, okay, I will see you in 2 weeks. I was like, In that moment, I think she told me that, like, whatever, do whatever you want. I saw it like an opportunity. Every single day, I would stay would be with the meteorologist, studying about the weather for 2 weeks. I used to leave for an hour and 20 minutes to get to Univision, where I was working there in Miami. So I would go really early to do the studying sessions in the morning. I will study with her, so it was 2 weeks. Then I was like, I'm ready to do the casting. Let's do it. I don't have anything to lose. So that's what you have to think. We don't have anything to lose. Just go and ask. Sometimes we get intimidated because of our bosses, or, oh my God, they know too much. Oh, she's so pretty, I'm not gonna ask her. Oh no, sometimes we get intimidated. I still get intimidated with people. I still do. It's okay, but I'm intimidated with you talking here on stage, but you have to have the strength, and you could do it. I have been doing it, and look how I enter here in the TV station. So, okay, back to my story. So I did the casting, and of course they taped it, and I gave it to the news director. I was like, okay, here is the casting, see it if you like it. A week passed, nothing. I will see her and I will say hi, and she will be like nothing. Then after 3 weeks, I knocked on her door. Her name was Helga Silva. She was my mentor. So I knocked on the door and asked her, have you seen the tape? She was like, no, I haven't. Okay, sit, come, sit, let's see it together. She saw it. She was like, I will have an answer in 2 weeks. I'm like, okay. Well, the 2 weeks, of course, came. When I saw her, I was like, Helga, 2 weeks is today. So you made a decision? She was like, before you go home, come to my office. So before that day, I went home. I was still an intern. So imagine, Miami is market number 3 in Spanish. And this was an intern asking a news director in the market number 3 to give her a chance when there were so many journalists ready for the job, better than me. They talked better Spanish than me because they were older, they had more experience. So much competition. And the job was given to me because I believe in myself, and she saw that in me. And she told me, okay, you have the job. It was a temporary job. Well, the anchor she was pregnant, so she left in maternity leave. So I had the opportunity, the chance of my life. Why? Because I had the courage to knock on the news director door that nobody talks to, because you get afraid and intimidated with her. I just took a chance. I didn't have anything to lose. So that's what we have to think. Just ask that question that you want to ask. Just ask for help when you need to ask. What's the worst you can get? No, there's no jobs here. So that was my first step there. Then I moved to Albuquerque, from Miami to Albuquerque, New Mexico. Why? Because I didn't want it to be a weather girl. I wanted to do news. So I needed to move to a smaller market to get where I was going. So sometimes you have to make decisions, big decisions, because I left my family, well, my mom, my dad, my sister in Florida, but I wanted to pursue my dream. So you have to know what your dream is, what you like. It's the best sensation in the whole life to be doing what you love for a living. You're getting paid to do something that you love, and you can have a better future for your family, in this case for Isabella. So, well, I moved to Albuquerque, New Mexico, and after a year and a half, they called me from Sacramento. So this was 11 years ago. They called me from Sacramento. We need a weather anchor in Sacramento. I was doing news. I was like, weather anchor? I'm doing news. No, we need a person with vitality so people can wake in the morning. You know, good morning. It was for early news. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to take this. It was a bigger market, Sacramento, number 11. So I decided to move from Albuquerque to Sacramento. And because you have to show that passion and you have to be persistent, after 5 years in the morning show, they moved me to the evening news. and then back to the morning show, and then back, they will move you around. But my point is, when you love something, it doesn't matter if you're doing it at 6 a.m., at 6 p.m., or 11 p.m. The thing is to have passion for what you do. And the best thing is to put all that energy in whatever you want to do, because imagine if you're working in a job that you don't like, you're going to go in the job, whatever. It can be TV, it can be if you're a teacher, if you're a psychologist, a doctor. To get into a job that you really don't love, it's going to be like painful every single day. And you're going to transmit that. If you are happy, whatever you're doing, if you are happy working in accounting in an office, everybody's going to see it. And you're going to perform as well. Let me show you, I'm going to show you a story. It's in Spanish because it's in Univision, but just with the images to show you that you can really do it. Sometimes we think like, oh, we're so tired. Oh, my mom is sick, or my daughter. And sometimes we put like obstacles in our life. So let me show you the next news report.
Estoy con mucho ánimo de ir de la casa y estaba aburrido. Y fue donde yo dije, pues voy a inventar un juego, dije yo, para jugar entre todos.
Era el 22 de febrero del 2005. Jordan tenía 8 años.
Y ya miraba la ropa prendida, pero no me podía ni mover porque yo tenía mis brazos achicharrados, los pies carbonizados, negros, llenos de ampollas de sangre cuajada, quemada, pues. Y yo lo que hacía, pues yo más gritaba desesperado y no podía respirar. Y yo le pedía a Dios que no me quería morir, que me dejara vivo. Y yo le decía, no, yo no me quiero morir, yo no me quiero morir.
Recibió una descarga eléctrica de 7.500 voltios. La
He got
curiosidad del niño lo
electrocuted
llevó a
in
una
Mexico.
sala de emergencia en Culiacán, Sinaloa.
No, me miraba el doctor y le decía a la enfermera, doctor, ¿qué le ponemos? Así. Y le decía al doctor, no le pongas nada, hijo, se va a morir ahorita.
Una muerte que nunca ocurrió. Fue trasladado a los Estados Unidos. Duró 1 mes y medio en coma y al despertar...
Le digo yo, ¿por qué no tengo mano para mi manita? Y mis piecitos, le digo, ¿por qué no los tengo? Le digo, ¿qué pasó? Y ya me dice, no, mijo. Y ya sí, no me pudo explicar, pues, a mí se me paró la máquina, pues, y me escuchó y yo me morí.
Jordan perdió sus extremidades. La inocencia de niño le jugó una mala pasada.
Porque sí es difícil porque pues todo lo que hacía yo con mis pies y con mis manos, pues sí, de un día para otro no tener. Pero lo bueno que Dios me ayudó y yo también en saber cómo hacer las cosas, pues, y cómo sobrevivir a esto, pues.
Pero para Jordan Soto no hay imposibles.
Yo tengo un hijo y mi niño es el que me motiva a mí más y más y más, porque yo veo todo por lo que pasé y lo que viví y lo que estoy viviendo, y ahora con un hijo, pues.
Se casó hace 1 año. Y eso no es todo. Gracias a un don muy peculiar, puede proveerle a su familia.
Poquito, dame el pincel chiquito.
Esta técnica la aprendió en el Hospital Shriner de Sacramento, donde recibió tratamiento médico por más de 12 años.
Yo dibujo lo así que veo. Yo veo cosas así, me inspiro y lo hago. O miro otras pinturas parecidas y ya nomás digo yo, le voy a poner esto yo. Así pues.
Y ahora quiere inspirar a otros precisamente en el lugar donde le dieron una segunda oportunidad de vida.
Poder ayudar a otras personas a eso. No hay como una persona que haya pasado por eso para que le explique a una persona que esté discapacitada. Un discapacitado que ya haya pasado por esa situación. Gracias.
Jordan es un verdadero ejemplo que cuando se quiere, se puede.
Todo se puede hacer. Queriendo todo se puede hacer. Hay una y mil maneras de hacer las cosas y...
¿Eres feliz?
Sí. Sí, bien feliz hoy. Con todo y más. Ahora con mi niño pues es más diferente, pues. Yo como pues acabamos de tener niños hace 1 año o 3 meses y soy más feliz que como era, pues era feliz, pero ahora con mi niño, pues más feliz porque ya tengo a alguien por quien ver.
Felicidad que ahora disfruta al extremo junto a su familia.
He is happy. Jordan is extremely happy. So he got electrocuted in Culiacán, Sinaloa, in Mexico, and the doctors over there told him, he's not gonna survive. Let's not waste medicine in him. When his mom heard this, she looked for help everywhere. Then he came to the US to Shriners Hospital. This was when he was 8 years old. He's 21 now. This is an example that when you want to live, when you have the passion to be someone in your life, you can do it. He doesn't have hands. He doesn't have feet. Like, if we think about that, many people will say, we're never going to do anything with these limitations. He doesn't see him like limitation. He told us, I'm healthy, I'm happy. He got married. That's his wife. And he has a son, 1 year and 3 months. Jordan also is his name. So this is an example. This is why I love my job. Sometimes in this world, we lack of sensibility of what happens in other families, in other people. So as a journalist, I have the big responsibility. It's not being on TV and doing your makeup and doing your hair. It's not about that. There's a responsibility because we educate you, parents, about voting, about health issues, and then about education, all of the issues that are going to impact our lives. So if you want to be a journalist, you have to have a passion for thinking, maybe this news story, when it aired, it made a difference in a family. It made a difference in the mentality, in a child, in an adult. So that's why I love and I have a passion for what I do. And I still continue to do it every single day to make an impact in the life of somebody else. And as you can see, I still have accent. I still do 2 verbs in past tense. And I'm still here in stage with you. It doesn't matter our language. It doesn't matter how we look. It doesn't matter our race. It shouldn't matter. Every human being is here with a mission, and we have to take advantage of it. And don't let anybody tell you you can't do it. I got a lot of, you can't. Oh, yeah, you can't do it. You're too young. Do you think you're going to be there because you look fine on TV? I'm like, no, there's more than that. There's the responsibility that we have in this world to make a difference. So I want you are still young. You're going to be thinking, oh, my daughter wants to be a firefighter. She told me, I want to be a firefighter, Mom. You always go to the fire. I'm like, well, I go to the fire to tell everybody, get out of here. What are you waiting for? Your houses are going to be burned. Look, my co-workers are actually in the fire, and I'm here with you. And they didn't cancel this. I don't know if you know, but in news, you don't have breaks. If there's a breaking news, Viviana, get your stuff ready and go to the fires. And I'm here. And I really don't know why I'm here, because I thought they were going to cancel it. But I'm here. And I hope I can make a difference in anybody. I could give you that little of information or advice to keep looking forward. You're going to get many no's. Look at Jordan. We see that. When I met him, I was like, I felt bad. And just to see him, he was like, you don't have to feel bad. I'm happy. I'm healthy. Look at me. I have a wife. I have a son. I can paint. So he paints. He sells his painting so he can give food and house to his family in Mexico. So you can do it. If somebody, I don't know if you want to know something else. So this is an Emmy. I wanted to bring it to you. I don't know if you had a chance before to see one or to touch one. You can touch it. It's heavy. So this is an Emmy. This is a recognition you get for your news stories as a journalist, for news stories that make a difference. I show you this too because it's like the purpose of us being here, for you to keep going, to keep looking forward. But as journalists also, we have the responsibility when they call us. I got a call 2 weeks ago, I believe, from a mom. I don't know what to do. They're still bullying my kid at school. They're bullies. I'm like, okay, do you already went to the district? Yes, I have been going to the district for many times. And I have video, Viviana, of how they bully him during recess. I'm like, are you sure? Because sometimes they call and we send him to the district. Okay, if there's an aggression, go to the police. She was like, I don't know what else to do. Nobody pays attention to me. So you know what? I was like, okay, I am a mom. I know how it feels to have a friend or somebody in class bullying your kid. Hopefully it doesn't happen. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna take this story. Nobody's paying attention to her. So we went, talked to the district, talked to the mom, had the video. They went to the police because there was an aggression. They paid attention to her. That's why I'm here. We have the power for you to come to us and be the voice that is not heard. This is why we got an Emmy in our morning newscast, because of the for the first time I was like, how do we say that? For la labor in Spanish, we say that. For what we do as a station to help other people, like that case of this lady, that her kid was getting bullied. Or when they don't pay attention because they're renting and they're asking for money that they shouldn't, scams, discrimination. And this is what we do. I don't know, how many of you want to be journalists here? Or be on TV? I remember, be on TV, okay. So be on TV doing what? What do you like about being on TV? Let me go up downstairs. So why do you want to be on TV?
Filming and just doing stuff.
Filming, that's nice. You want to be on TV too?
Doing what?
Being an actor.
Ooh, being an actor. So we hear being an actor, he has to study too. We have to study. We have to educate ourselves. We have everything in life is not easy. Not, be on TV to look nice, to give. There's a lot of work involved. Who else wants to be on TV? Doing what?
Well, I like acting a lot too, and I would like to make people laugh sometimes, and I would also like to share the news all the time.
Ooh, make people laugh. I love that. We do that in the morning show. You have to motivate people. Use, like our viewers, this is that face they see. So when you want to wake up, you don't want to say, okay, good morning. I know it sucks to wake up at 2 a.m. You don't want to hear that. Hello, good morning. Hope everything goes fine. That's what we need also on TV. Who wants to? What do you want to do? Tell me the truth.
I want to be an actor.
Ooh, that's great. Oh, she is?
I want to be a chef and have like a TV show to show people how to make recipes.
I love that. We have every Friday a cooking segment. So we bring chefs, we bring people who do different recipes, and of course I love my job too because I get to taste them. And all of them taste really good. What do you want to do?
I want to be an actress and a journalist.
Ooh, that's good. For both, you have to study. Actors, do you want to be on TV too?
Actor.
Oh my God, we have a lot of competition here. You have to work hard.
I want to help endangered species.
Oh, that's nice. And then report, because when you report on a news story or on a subject, people are aware of it, and we can do more change.
I want to play professional basketball on TV, and I want to be a singer.
So then you get all the news reporters. How do you feel about winning this game and everything? You could do that.
I
want to be an anchor or a meteorologist.
Oh, nice. Well, I already told you my story. So you have to do internships. You have to believe in yourself. And I wasn't a meteorologist. I just believed in myself that I could communicate. And look, I started like that. Who else? Can you?
I want to be a pro football player.
And I want to be an astronomist.
Oh my God, you have so much work to do. 3 careers. Who else around here? Tell me.
I want to be a scientist.
Oh, nice, a scientist. And then I could invite you on TV and tell me what you're working on, how making the world better. So this is my daughter. Do you want to be on TV?
Yes.
Doing what?
Being on the TV. I like being on the TV because I want to be the same as my mom.
Oh, this wasn't planned. So this is what we, as parents, us that we're parents, that's what we want to hear. We want to be role models for our kids. Whatever we do on TV, accounting, in an office, that's what we want to do.
I want to be a singer.
Nice. Singers are on TV too, of course.
I also want to be a singer.
Oh my God, there's a lot of competition. What do you want?
I want to be a designer and an actor.
Ooh, that goes by the hand. Okay.
Actress or writing for a show.
Oh, nice.
It's kind of like making a photography class on TV.
Ooh, you can be a photographer, a famous photographer, and then we can have you on TV.
I want to be a policeman.
Nice. Ooh, I interview a lot of policemen. There's a lot of crime, unfortunately.
I want to be a security guard for NASA.
Ooh, nice.
I kind of want to be the next Bob Ross.
Yeah, don't laugh. Everybody could be. Look, we heard Thomas. When he was 7, he wanted to be, and you will be, I imagine that friends will be like, ha, 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 When I was in high school, I would say to my friends, oh, I want to be a journalist. They were like, yeah, how are you going to make it to TV? And look, now they're like, remember where you were saying that in recess? And we will laugh and we'll just pretend that you were a journalist and there was a fire. And look, you have to believe in yourself.
I want to do the sound, like boom mic in the background, behind the scenes.
And all the people that are not on stage or are not on TV, they're as important, oh my God, they're as important as us. We need exactly the sound, like they were helping me, the lighting. What do you want to be?
I kind of want to be a singer.
What kind of music?
I'm not really sure, but yeah.
You like the microphones and the whole performance?
Singing.
Wow. You can be a singer, and we will be interviewing you when you're older. It's everybody. I don't know how much time we have left.
I also want to be an artist and a weatherman.
Good? We're still good. Okay. Who has a question for me? Questions. I've been talking so long. Let's see. Questions.
What did you study in high school?
What did I study in high school? Well, high school is the same courses. I was in high school in Barranquilla in Colombia. I did my high school in Colombia, and it's the same curriculum in high school for everybody there. So I didn't when I went to college, to the university in Florida, I went to communications, and then I went to journalism school.
What did you want to be before, like you wanted to be a journalist?
A teacher, that's a good question. I still believe I'm gonna be a teacher. I love it, like teaching young kids and how I would love to be. Okay, I should have stayed here, a teacher.
What made you want to be a teacher?
You know what, that's a good question, wow. What made me, I don't know, since little, I'm always like with my cousins, I will want to teach them and to be in front of the blackboard, and they will pay attention to me. So that's a really good question. Why? I don't know. I love it for people to be paying attention and for me to be teaching them. And I think that's really similar of what I do now as a journalist, is that I teach people about things or issues, and then you have all this information and you take your decision of whatever you want. But it's like educating our viewers, educating me. Now that I'm a mom, I do a lot of stories about moms, which I didn't knew before Isabella. So yeah, I guess I was born wanted to be a teacher or a journalist, a communicator.
How long ago did you start wanting to be a journalist?
So since when I was in high school, my cousin was a journalist in Colombia. So I saw her being a journalist in Colombia. And I was like, I want to be just like her. I had this role model. So I was like, I love what she did on TV, on the street, so that's why everything started to become a journalist.
What's your motivation to keep doing the news?
My motivation has a name, and it's called Isabella. Because now I want to provide my daughter what I didn't have in life. And my motivation is really my passion, because I'm doing everything what I want right now. They're paying me to be in the fires. I love being in the action. I have the passion for being on the scenes, not anchoring. Sometimes I get tired of anchoring because you're in the desk, but I love to be out in the fields. And of course, I love my job, and now that I have my daughter, I have to be a good role model for her, and this is what I love.
Are you still a journalist?
I am still a journalist, and hopefully I will stay for maybe 30 more years. I don't know, but right now I am.
Do you do master disasters? Do you do interviews for disaster people, like people who like suffered through like massive disasters?
Like the fires.
Yeah.
So yes, like right now, we'll be on the scene covering all the people that evacuated their homes. Most of them, there's nothing left of schools, of their homes. So we go there, we talk about where they're going, because they have lost everything. They have to go someplace. Oh, I was like, oh, you're saying. So yeah, of course, we try to help people, telling them where they can go to get also help psychologically, because imagine having your house, having your home, and then from a moment to another, it's all in ruins.
Have you ever messed up when it's live?
Yes, many times. Many. I haven't counted them. But thank God I have messed up things that they're not that important. Like when I ad-lib maybe a news story that you just say what you think. Yes, and I do mess up, and when it's hard news, so then I say, I should have said this. So I correct myself so people get the information properly.
When you do when you go out to like the fires, or disasters or stuff, do you ever get hurt, or have you ever gotten injured?
I haven't, fortunately, because remember, first is your life. We're not gonna risk our lives to be in the middle of the fire to show you how big are the flames. We'll go to where it's safe, and there's always firefighters telling you, okay, you can go in this area, you cannot go in this area. So we try to be safe, but of course there's always things that happen. I haven't been in one situation like that, but sometimes you're in the fire and then somebody but like a tree can fall down and you can be in danger, but it hasn't happened to me.
What is your funniest blooper?
My funniest blooper. Okay, let me tell you, I have a blooper. So I love to put cream in my body after I take a shower. And we were dancing in the show, and they were supposed to grab me from my legs, and they couldn't because I had so much cream. It was super funny. So they couldn't because they were slippering their hands to take me up. I felt so ashamed. So, and I said it on the air. Said it like, I had so many creams, that's why they cannot take him. It was bad. But well, it's part of the show, it's live.
Do you have a favorite news story that you covered?
That's a really good question. I'm a passionate person, so we shouldn't, as a journalist, we should stay like focused and not be passionate and not get involved in the story. But it's really tough because we're human beings. So we're hearing the story of the person, and of course. So I would say every single story has their meaning. It doesn't matter if I'm interviewing the governor or if I'm interviewing Jordan. I think every single story has something special in it. We're giving a message to our audience. But of course, when I get like stories of kids, that's where it touches me more. But I think every story has their objective, their purpose. Do you have a question for me? Okay.
Were you in soccer when you were little?
I didn't do soccer. I didn't play soccer, but I saw my dad playing soccer. But if you like soccer, that's good. You're playing soccer for me.
Do you have a husband?
I was married, and I'm not married anymore, but that doesn't look. So now that you're asking that, okay, I'm a full-time mom. I'm working full-time, so we can do whatever we want. Like you were asking, do you have a husband? No, I don't have a husband, but I have the job, I have my daughter, I have my mom. You have everything what you need in life. You can have all the big picture, is good, but you cannot have the whole family picture and still be okay. So whatever decision you take in life, go for it and work hard and you will succeed.
Did you cover the story of the fire yet?
Yes, since it broke, we have been covering the fire. Maybe I'm gonna be there tomorrow. My other reporter from Channel 19, they're covering the story, and one will go Friday, one will go Saturday, one will go Sunday, so we can be in the field. So tomorrow maybe. Okay.
Are all of your news stories in Spanish?
Yes, they are, because I work in Channel 19 Univision, and it's a Spanish station. So yes. But I cannot imagine myself working, breaking news in English. I would imagine. 3, 2, 1, hello. I cannot. I think I will lose the whole vocabulary in English.
Are you glad that you're inspiring little girls to do what they dream to be?
I love that question. Of course, I love it. That's why I'm here. It's not something that they tell me, you have to go. You have to go because we demand you to go from my channel or my company. No, I'm here because that's what I'm gonna give to the world. This is the purpose that we are here. We have to inspire others in their journey. Inspire the future Viviana. Why not? It can be one of you. Inspire the future journalists in this world. So for me, it's just really a pleasure to be here with you.
What do you like about journalism that made you want to do it?
So what I love about my job is exactly what she asked, to be inspiring people, to be educating people. Like, let's say there's a change in a law in education or in health, we are there. Okay, this is the information, this is what they're telling us, but does this really is happening or it's gonna change? So I think it's so important, the responsibility we have to educate our community, because we all need, and include myself, the community is me too. We need to have all this information so we can take the proper decisions in our families when we need to make important decisions. So I love journalism, I love to serve others, and I love to have stories like this one, because if it wasn't for journalism, I wouldn't have known who Jordan is or who Ellie is, because I don't go with them in high school, or I wasn't in Culiacán, Mexico when the accident happened. So this is what I do, this is what I love. If you have any questions, I have to go to another room. Thank you for paying attention to me, I love it.